Hi guys, welcome to our channel. Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Over 25.
Welcome, Julia.
And today's episode is a very special one because for once I have nothing to contribute. I always have something to say, but today I will just be a listening ear. Today we're discussing things they don't tell you about moving in or living with your significant other, which obviously I can't relate, but I'm eager to hear what the girls have to say.
Significant other, ours are men, because I wouldn't know about living with a woman.
What?
As a significant other.
Yeah, true fact.
Ours is men, living with a man.
A man. Oh, I get what you're saying.
Then she looked at me like,
where are you going?
So, yes, living with your significant other, but obviously, well, not obviously, it's not obvious, but like in this situation, we're talking about living with your significant other, which is a man. All right, so this is men we're talking about. And as usual, if it's your first time on Over 25, please remember to subscribe to this channel. Over here, it's very simple. Over there, just over there, you hit subscribe. You can hit the it's free. You can hit the notification bell so that every time we upload an episode, which is every other week, you get a notification. Remember to leave a comment with your opinion or your point of view or your my opinion. I'm sorry, I'm just doing shameless plug. Shameless plug. In the comment section, share this with somebody who you think might be interested in this conversation and give us a thumbs up if you like this episode.
woo, I miss Julia. Welcome back. That was nice. That was nice.
Thank you, babe. I'm just gonna go right into it. The first thing in things by the way, the things they didn't tell you about is a series that we started on Over 25. This is probably our second or third things they didn't tell you. We just haven't been consistent with it. But if you haven't seen our other things they didn't tell you about, I think we did things they don't tell you about intimacy or sex. Things they don't tell you about work. I'm just gonna leave them here in the eye. Just leave them tap there and watch
and motherhood.
And motherhood. I'm gonna leave one of them here, and then you can go and watch. Just look for the playlist when you go to our channel. The first point is Ivy's point. Don't move in with your significant other unless you know where the relationship is leading to.
Imagine self-explanatory. It's just as simple as that. You leave your heart and your brain and whatever open to a lot of damage and a lot of hurt if you're not sure where that relationship is going. Unless he's a roommate. Like this moving in and saying you're living together permanently for 6 months or whatever, just do it when you're sure that I think it's a permanent thing. I wouldn't advise people to move in with their boyfriends. You've been dating for 2 months and then you move in together. I would not advise you to do that.
Are you speaking from experience?
Yes.
I think also I think it gets a bit complicated because when you're living together, you don't know where the relationship is going, and then things just go bust. Remember, there's sharing of property. I think it can also just be a bit messy, even aside from the emotion or whatever. Carry on.
I think that's true. Sharing of property, like TV, house, fridge, the stuff that you watch in the house. And I was even going to ask Ivy, like you said, unless you're ready. You know, when you're in love with somebody, you always think you're ready. So you really need to go within yourself and ask, am I really ready? Even though all my feelings, these feelings of ours can be quite misleading, especially when you're in love. Let me tell you, everything is fine. Even if it's cold and rainy and you've hurt your toe and you have a puncture and you've lost a job but you have your bae and you've just met and you're falling in love, it's like it's okay, it's fine. So you're not thinking as clearly as so I don't know how you know unless you're serious, because everyone feels that their relationship is the one. So you really have to be so clear about that.
That's true. And I would also add, as a lady, number one, never let a guy move in with you. I feel like it will always be that thing inside you, like in nyumba yangu amekuja hapa.
You should not let a guy
like let's say into your house. Maybe you both had your own separate places and you're like, whose house are we moving into? So we decide it's your place. If it's your place, maybe unless it's both of you cost sharing and saying, okay, we moved in tonight. But I did, like that time there are a lot of
women paying rent for men.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I feel like a lady, don't let it be, it's your home may decide he's coming to stay at your place, but he's not chucking any money.
Yeah.
It has to be, you've decided that you've let go of this other house, and now you've decided you're moving in together and you're cost sharing for that.
So maybe you find that a whole other place.
Yes. So I feel like, and then also I wanted to add, I feel like the idea should come from the guy. It shouldn't be you pressing, because a lot of the times it's always like it's the chick. Let it be the guy saying that. So let her toothbrush, let her panty, let her,
I was told that, and please, the relationship still didn't work. How come you have not left anything? I thought, wow!
I'm not saying that it will work or not, but I'm just saying let it be the guy's idea, because we find that women, we're very emotional. Once you start liking someone, you don't use your brain, you use your feelings, you use your heart, you start. Let it be the guy, because by the time a guy is saying that, it has to be a guy who's very serious.
Yeah.
And if it's not, there are a lot of red flags.
There are red flags before.
You probably feel those.
He could be moving in because he's trying to save his own costs. But because I was going to say, like, I don't think you should say. For me, in my opinion, I don't think it's like you should. It's very. I don't think it's right to say don't let him move into your space, you move into his space, because there are different circumstances. Maybe maybe where you live is better, more spacious, whatever.
I said it's fine, but usi wewe unalipa rent.
So my point is don't be scared to talk about money. That's what I'd assume. I think for me, when I was younger, in my early 20s, it was very, even just like paying the bills, like, it's okay, I'll pay. I was so scared of having conversations around money and sharing with my partner. So if you're moving in together, you need to get comfortable with the conversation of money.
I think that should even be the second point. From the get-go, it should be clear who covers what and who covers what, so that it doesn't come to the end of the month and then you're wondering who's gonna pay for steamer.
Who's paying the house?
I feel like that's one of the things that you really need to be clear on. Because money conversations will be uncomfortable forever and ever.
Or even until now.
Yes,
of course.
Money conversations are still a bit, like, it becomes a bit easier, but it's still a very touchy subject and it can go left very quickly. So if at the very least you've divided the basics, and rent is coming from here, these bills are coming from here, this is the person who pays the lady who washes or whatever, those things, if you can have them covered under who does what, and you don't have to talk about them every month, I think that will save you a lot of
I agree. And now after listening to everybody's point, I've realized something that I want to say about that point. Moving in with a man or with your significant other is a very wifely stroke husbandly privilege. So if you're not at that point in relationship where you see that that's where the future is going, please be sure. By the time you live with a man, you're basically giving him wifely privileges as a girlfriend. So just be sure about that.
And like Shiko has said, how to test a red flag, ask him, okay, so you said we're moving together, how are we paying? Have that discussion. How are we paying rent? How are we paying for food? How are we paying? If you find this guy in Zuko, he doesn't have answers, he's like Siniwewe, that's how you can tell. Or we'll see. No, it has to be a grown-up decision you're making. Like you sit down, discuss, then you move to the next level.
Okay, cool. I like that. This is from a female's perspective. I know we have men who follow us, who have conversations, so your opportunity to give your point of view is in the comment section. Right? Us guys, us ladies, we're talking from they are talking from their point of view. So don't feel offended.
Actually, be very.
In fact, if you're offended, just go and say what you have to say. Because I'm sure that there's women who move in with guys because they're like, "Man, I want to pay rent."
Especially nowadays.
The economy is tight. So women are getting creative, So just give us your feedback in the comment section. Okay, so the second point is your period and how to manage your period, meaning your menses. When you're living with your partner. Lornzie.
For me, all he knows is that, because I don't know why D knows my track. He knows when my period is.
Men always know.
Why. I think they clock it in their system.
It's like a dick clock. It's like ding, ding, ding. It's like I don't know.
They know when they're not getting.
The day you start rolling. Those period ups, you know, there are men who have them.
Oh,
yeah.
So track. And then
that's what I assume.
When you start to get a bit,
yeah, you can't tell the guy, oh, you're not pregnant. How? When we had sex, did you take the pill? Where? Men now, even you men, be woke.
I like it.
Get the app,
like
and
it.
sync it.
And sync
even
it.
if
I
you're
like
on your
it.
period.
But you also need to know if your girlfriend's cycle is 28 days, 21 days, or it's irregular. You know, there are men who think all periods come at the end of the month.
Like a salo. Nah.
Yeah.
So what I was saying is, you just have to be discreet. It can be, yes, he knows you're on your period, but does he have to see it?
he doesn't.
No, any physical evidence of your period does not have to be there.
Yeah.
Like you find yourself, you know, maybe when you are staying by yourself or at home, maybe where you throw your trash bin or two, you know, you're like, it's okay, I'll throw them out after 3 days. No, now you have to go clean out that bin every single day. In fact, literally chuck your tampon and go straight to the bin. And even then you put it uko chini where, like, you just have, like the same way Julia said, when you go to the loo, you check everywhere. Everywhere, up, ceiling, down,
under the toilets.
There's no reason for your guy to see your blood. Unless you guys are fucking, then it can happen. Or he likes it. Maybe he likes to have sex with you on your period, you know, because people have fetishes, right? But I feel like it should just be like that kind of secret of yours. Yes, you know, most guys usually know it's your period time because there's no sex. You've told him, chill. Lakini, hakuna haja for him to see blood here, blood there. Nope.
But, yeah. I think when you're trying to hide, the thing is, yes, I understand. In general, even as a woman, whether there's a man in the house or just us girls, yes, for all flatmates, I wouldn't want Ivy to see your faces. It's not about man or woman. The reason I'm just going to want to clarify that is because there's this whole idea around period shame. And you don't want somebody to feel anxious when they're on their period when there's a guy around. Look, there are days you'll have a slip up. You know, sometimes you sometimes you go to the loo and the flow is heavy and you miss a spot because you know we talked about it.
We've talked about this.
In fact, what Lorna is referencing to is a previous episode. I can't remember which one where I was talking about how I think we're talking about my first time. How my mom had I made a mistake when. Was my first period, like the first time I had my period, around that time when I was 11. I completely forgot to flush the toilet, and then my uncle came to the loo after, and you know he went to tell my mom, and I was just like, God. And that shame is what I think the Americans just do. They don't even tell you. They just be like, you know. So I know what you're saying, but just for clarity's sake, it's just like there should be no shame around your period. That's something we need to kill. We grew up with that. We grew up in the generation where you have to hide. You have to wrap all your tissue. Yeah, you wrap all your pads or tampons in a tissue so nobody sees. And then, you know, it gets to the point it's like, I'm on my period. Do you have a pad? Me, I want to be. That's the world I want to live in.
You be clean, but if you live with a man and you feel like you have to hide, maybe there's a problem also.
And I was honestly speaking from the point of cleanliness.
Yes, I know Lorna is.
I know your guy doesn't want to see that. Yeah, but also you need to be with a guy who's okay with that. Yeah. How else are you giving him children?
Yeah, this you know, like by period.
I also dated a guy who's grossed out by periods. It's exactly what Ivy said. When you're with a guy who's like that, you feel the need to
be extra,
not talk about it, hide your things, like you don't want him to see because you don't want to gross out the man that you're sleeping with.
Nowadays, my tampons, or even the kids' toys, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. By the way, we embrace it. What's that? It's a tampon. I use it at this time.
It's not a secret thing.
It's not a secret anymore. It's not.
You can send your man for tampons.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Actually, I had this conversation on Nairobi, Surviving Nairobi, which is a podcast. Shout out Hafari, and they were talking about. I remember this conversation where he was saying men need to stop feeling higher. When their girlfriend goes to sends them for pads, they're like, I can't buy that.
How does he dispose the condom after he's fucked you? Does he just tie a knot and then put it in the bin? Does he bother to hide it and wrap it in tissue?
But you as a woman, you also, first things first, you need to be comfortable with your period. If you're not comfortable with seeing that stuff, it'll be a nightmare for you when you're living with somebody else. 100%. Alright, moving on to the next point. Things they don't tell you about living with your significant other. this one was funny. Men don't tend to arrange things like women. Okay, I'm using a lot of quotes here. We're in the they society, which I'm absolutely for, but just understand the stereotype or understand our context. Men don't arrange things like women, and I've just put here in brackets dishes because this was Chico telling me this story.
This came from a meme that I even put up on my stories. I really wish I had it or I knew where to find it. And it was a picture that a lady or someone's wife had posted after her husband had done the dishes. So me personally, when I do the dishes, like the place for the plates, I'll put the plates. And the place for the glasses, I'll put the glasses. A man will not.
What do they do?
Babe, whatever he washes in places, they just put, as in it looked like you remove even a fork.
The whole thing.
The whole damn thing will come down. And even me in my experience, just generally when a guy is trying to be helpful, another example I can use is, like, for example, me when mine cooks, sometimes I don't even want him to cook because the aftermath of the cooking is so much more stressful than the enjoyment of the meal. Because the dishes are just
Know thyself.
they don't.
Please, so much neater, so much like cleaner. I love it when he cooks. He's absolutely perfect.
For me, what I will add to Shiko's is, trust me, I'm that chick in a relationship. I also want the guy to feel kitchen iko hivi. But as soon as he steps in the kitchen, it's like 10 plates. It takes an hour. So I just find myself being like, you know what, baby? Oh, thank you. Let me thank you. You're so sweet. I just take because I'm like, why going? I can clean these dishes in 5 minutes. Him is there the laptop. I mean, a laptop.
Oh, but that's me.
I know, but babe, it's like kidogo dishes. It takes so long. I'm like, fuck. Okay, even just to save the planet, save some water. Let me just do it. Let me just do it. It takes too long. I'm like, I feel like he's suffering more than I am suffering, because I'm like, I probably complain, but I'll do it in 5 minutes.
Oh gosh.
He wants to do it, but he'll do it in an hour. No, Lorna, you just clean the dishes.
Yeah, it takes long. It's because I wash it in a certain way. Yeah. So for me, I think I'm like D. Me, I'll be there, I'll do setup. I'll be like, okay, here's the stove. I'll put the plates. These are I didn't put matching plates next to each other in the dish rack.
Wow.
I think the only thing I do when it comes to dishes is that I arrange dishes before I wash them. I don't like how people just pile things.
Oh, I must do that also.
Yeah, I have
even
to,
in the sink.
I clear all
the plates,
the gunk, then I arrange plates, and then glasses. It makes
I do that as well.
I can't just start washing dishes. I have to arrange the disorder.
And I have to start with the glasses, and then I go to the plates that don't have uchafu, and then I go to the plates that stink like egg or whatever. First of all, you cannot mix your egg plates with your glasses. Anyway, I have a system, and
your guy needs to get to the system.
Yeah, but you can't make him go to your system. You just like do your thing.
Eggs, they need to be a system.
It's really gross.
I make sure. Because my dad, I love you so much, Dad. But my dad used to use any cup, even the cup for coffee.
That's cheap. And I
it's really gross. Eggs. You can't do that because you get all your dishes start smelling like egg, and I'm so sensitive to smell.
In a glass.
Drinking a glass of water. The glass is clean.
Nasty.
It's so disgusting.
It's so nasty.
So the tip is, guys, like, please, in your households, this is completely off the tangent, but it's related. I promise I'm gonna cut that out anyway. In your bowl, get a bowl in your house for eggs.
Yes.
Like 1 or 2 for beating eggs, and that's it. If men don't usually eat, okay, not in a bad way, but I read this in Men Are From Whatever, Women Are From Whatever. I read in that book, like, you can tell a guy, the guy, go get the butter from the fridge, and if he opens the fridge and the label is not written butter facing him, he can't find it. So they're not like us where apparently, I don't know. This is a book that was written years ago. Things have changed, but I was gonna say, if the guy is still using the wrong bowl, label it eggs. The next point. Doing a number 2. Discuss. Okay, Chico, doing a number 2.
Okay.
Doing a number 2 means, you know, number 1 is the P.
Yeah.
So the number 2 is the album.
Oh, I know what we're discussing. Okay, I'm still in this corner. All right, we'll
Yeah,
start
you're
in
still in that corner.
Okay,
That's what I was saying.
Okay. I've lived with a man for 5 years, and I still feel shy to go and poop if like he's in the room. Like if I'm going to the bathroom that is in my bedroom, yeah, I'll go if I really need to, but I would rather go when he's not there. Like I still feel shy, and I live with somebody who cannot be bothered. He will go to the toilet and doesn't care. He doesn't care. And he'll even come and announce and tell me what kind of number 2 he
But what if you go to the toilet? Because sometimes number 1 turns into number 2. You don't go prepping your So you're gonna be like holding, then you run to the other toilet.
No, I won't hold, babe, but I will waste so much tissue.
Covering it up.
No, like putting before I poop, so that so there's not a lot of bloop, 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 like so it doesn't. It can't be hard.
Life is short.
let me tell you. That's why I don't know.
I'm like, huh?
I was telling them how even in this household, thank God we have 2 bathrooms that are separate. Somehow we didn't discuss it, but I have my loo and he has his loo.
I would love to.
And
have
all the time.
not all the time,
number
of
2s.
course. It does, okay. I guess it's all the time now because basically, it's basically he has his loo and I have my loo.
Wow.
Because I'm just like, no, he cannot hear me. He cannot hear that stuff landing in the toilet. Like,
that's what stresses me.
the smell. I'm just
smell
like,
after.
shit. Because sometimes I feel like, what if he smells and he's like, he won't marry me or some shit like that. Like,
They don't care. They don't care. But me, I'm clear.
no, it's so scary.
It's problems
too much.
on my. Me, I know it's a problem I've put on myself. I think for the first, I don't know how many years, I even said no, I don't poop. Like it was just a joke. It was just like a joke that I only pee.
Oh, because he never used to see you poop.
Yeah, like he didn't know when it happened.
And by the way, he knows I have this issue, and that's why I guess
He gave you the boundaries
he's
that
like,
you
you
wanted.
go.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's nice.
But for him, it's not an issue, but for me, it is.
Before we got to this corner, in my dream home, I would have a bathroom that is only mine.
Yeah.
If nobody else,
I
absolutely
agree.
no one else uses that bathroom. I would love that.
I would do that, but not because of pooping. It's because I just don't like men's shit.
Also that.
First of all, their stuff doesn't align with my stuff aesthetically. And then when they brush their teeth, there's toothpaste everywhere.
Yes.
When they use cologne, they put it on the side for the toothpaste. They don't return it.
When they susu, sometimes it goes on the floor.
No, I'm not living with that man, but I've dated here and there. So I know.
Then I think I live with an angel. I don't have any of those problems.
Wow, must be
in terms of pooping,
Must be nice.
he has pooped in each and every toilet in that house, but me only poop in ours, which is the master bathroom. I'm not embarrassed there at all. Like, you know, whether you're here or not. In fact, if I have a running stomach, by the way, I'm harang today. I'm told sheep, I'm harang. I don't have a problem with this.
Exactly.
Am I a bra girl? I think I'm a bra girl.
Anish is like you. They announced that I've gone to war. That's what they say.
Actually, if you're looking for ways, maybe it's a tip you can have, because maybe to get more comfortable.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. It's not like I'm okay with my man walking in smelling all my smelling you. It's not me. Me, I did not agree. I did not agree with that digestive stuff. Whatever is going on inside here, me, I don't know.
Just happened.
Okay, me, I'm just like, bruh, I clean well, I spray perfume. You can't embarrass me like this. Okay, so it has nothing to do with me, but I understand my body's working very hard to keep me healthy.
Yeah.
However, I just can't. Look, my number 2 is very rare. Okay, maybe I'm lying, but what I mean to say is, a lot of times when I go to the toilet to pee, I'm like, oh, somebody else wants to join the party. So I can't be like, Ati, oh shit, So I just do the damn thing.
Oh, shit.
Then I say, and then if I see the girls go to the loo, I'm like, oh sorry. Maybe I can say like there's been a war in there. But I was telling Lornzie, I have these I started using incense.
Yeah.
After I poop, because I noticed my aunt does the same. This is my auntie in the UK, like every time she go to the toilet, I know she's done a number 2 because the incense, she switches on the incense. And if anyone is curious about incense, you can get them from any supermarket, especially Chandarana. I don't know if it's because it's Indian, but they have a large variety. The nice smelling ones are the musky ones, not the flowery ones. The flowery ones stink. They smell like that spray. They say ati roses. And when you spray, it does not smell like roses. But this incense, you can get the musky, masculine ones. Usually the flowery ones have pictures of daisies and roses. Then the musky ones have like a picture of a deer. Or like the savannah. Those are the ones that smell really nice. They smell woody. It still smells smoky like an incense. I know some people don't like the smell of incense. But yeah, that tends to do the trick. And you don't even burn the whole thing. Like once you know you're going to poop.
Can you switch off incense?
So me now what I do, because you can't switch them off, I just I pick it from my incense stick holder and then I put it on the tap. I just run it on the tap. And when I come back, it's already dry. Okay. Because you don't need the whole stick.
So you wash it when you're starting to poop or after you poop?
If I didn't know I was pooping, of course, because where the incense are, there's a place where I put a matchbox, whatever, in the cabinet in the pantry. Is it a pantry? Like the, you know what I mean? The vanity closet for the bathroom. But when I know it's about to go down, before I start, and then I just leave it. You know, on my Insta stories, the time I put, I was trying to show guys, I say, oh yeah, I'm turning on incense, like getting into a vibe. Then somebody says, well, we're not like the guys who smoke weed. To mask the smell. I didn't know that. I don't smoke weed, so I don't know.
Okay.
So people smoke weed, apparently they use incense.
By the way, in Canada, there's this thing I saw in a store. If you smoke weed, it's like a cylindrical thing. So you blow your air inside that thing. So I think the air tours on the other side.
Oh, so you
doesn't smell like body. Maybe it has fragrance in it. Yeah. So you blow. I know. I was like, wow.
The technology is nice.
It's so nice.
Alright, so that's something they didn't tell you about living with your significant other.
Yeah.
Next point. I don't know why we're talking about shit a lot, but shit. Men poop a lot. I can't relate. So shocking.
Chico, like, is it because they eat a lot?
I don't know what it is.
You know, mine
it's also for you.
But that's
It's all men, I think.
I think it's just a guy thing. 2 to 3 times a day, even 4.
Even 4.
4 times a day.
Even 4.
You could have woken up at 7, you've exercised, you've written a proposal, the kids are fed, you've made the beds, everything, and the man has pooped like 3 times. I don't get it. But just know they spend a lot of time in the toilet. They poop a lot.
That's probably why they don't feel shy about it.
Yeah.
It's part of their lifestyle.
They're constantly pooping.
For every meal that's eaten, it's like they must shit.
It's part of their daily routine. 4 shits a day. I just don't get it.
Is that true, Wesley? Do you shit 4 times a day?
Alright, but then for women, we only poop a lot for, I know, like when I'm on my period.
That's when we turn into men, when we are bleeding.
When I know my period is coming, aside from the other things like the people and the outbursts.
The people.
These are people that is here announcing the arrival of the people. And it's very, very aggressive that people. You know, you can't even pop, they are so deep.
Oh my god.
So anyways, for me, I start pooping a lot. Like when I go to my calendar, I'm like,
Julia is really killing Wes. Wes is not okay. Really laughing.
Yeah. So anyway, I hope you got the point. Inviting friends over is different when you're living with your significant other. AKA, and also decision making. I think we can talk about those at the same time. So
I'd like that corner to start.
Yeah, I think this was Lorna's corner. So inviting your friends over in general and just inviting them for sleepovers. And I think the reason you say this is because when we were younger, if I'm coming to your place, if I end up sleeping, I'm sleeping.
You just raise the blanket.
It's like just crash over here. But nowadays it's like it's a plan. It's like you're coming on Saturday and you come with an overnight bag.
I would even add to that is before I was seriously dating D, before I was living here. It was very easy to ask you guys to come through because I was just there for the weekend and we'd all leave. You get. But then now I'm like part of this home. Like I live here. So before I invite you guys, I have to think about is D around? Is what is his plan? What's his schedule? You know, does he have somewhere he can be when we're not here? Or now sleeping is even now crazy because he has to sleep here. Where is he going? So am I going to have a whole party? You know, because of course we can't be here just drinking slowly. We'll be having a good time. So it's like really inconveniencing the other person. So you have to think about now the next time I'm inviting you, I have to know for a fact D is not there, or we've really pangad where I know on that evening he's either also drinking or he's. I'm not interrupting his life. So that has really changed because I didn't think it had until the other day when I was like, it just hit me like, fuck, I really can't invite these guys over without talking to this other person, you know, like, because before it was as easy as,
we're coming.
These guys are coming over. And then also maybe I didn't think about the consequences, because on Monday I knew I was back in Tome. You get? I was back in Tome, so I was okay. Yeah, but then now I'm here the whole time. So it's a 2-people household.
I don't know, for me, you're more than welcome to sleep in my house whenever you feel like. It's just a matter of communicating and telling the guy. What is the guy? Telling Leah,
the guy.
Telling Leah, my friends are coming over. However, if he told me he's having boyfriends sleeping over, like his guy friends are coming over, no, that's why I'll be like, fuck no.
For what? So?
Yeah. My girlfriends, you guys are more than welcome.
Yeah.
But he tells me at his brother or his boyfriend, I'm like,
Boyfriend.
what do you call them? His man friends, homies. Yeah, his homies. No homo. Now that's why I'd be like, I don't want men sleeping in my house, but I don't know why I'd be okay with you guys.
Yeah, actually that's interesting. I've never thought about it like that.
I would not be okay with men sleeping.
Even me in my house, it's always been my friend.
Yeah.
Come in black.
You your house. Because I was at midnight your chest.
Yeah.
At midnight sharp. Shiv is like, guys, get out.
She will tell you
You have 15 minutes.
You have 15 minutes. Also, and you can be on the dance floor, and then she will just announce you have 15 minutes.
I think I will add that we are very lucky we are friends like that, because I also feel in other, maybe there's some relationships where your girl, you don't want your girl coming over because you know she's a hoe, or you know she'll probably try. Your husband could be passing there and she's like,
I have not even thought of
because
that.
you guys imagine, I think we only do this because we are so trusting of each other, and we are so, as in, she is literally my brother.
You said a hoe?
Lee is literally, sorry, I didn't mean a hoe.
No.
Yeah.
You met a hoe. She's a hoe.
She's a hoe. Even hoes, let's normalize. You like to get some dick, get your dick, bitch.
Yeah.
What I was going to say is, when you said she's a hoe, I thought she's going to bring another guy to fuck in your house. I can't even go.
No, babe, because you can have girlfriends, but you
But those
don't
things
know.
happen.
Yeah, they happen.
You can black out early and then you don't know.
You don't know. Hey.
And then she just say,
Keep
Yeah.
What is that sound?
Why did you do that? Shanti has just learned that sound and I keep telling her to stop it.
My heart, I'm sorry. Ivy, why did you do that?
sorry.
That's a whack.
That's a whack. Okay, then the next time you're saying your hubby is
Not a fact.
your hubby is smiling extra to this girlfriend. What the fuck? Let me tell you, we are lucky. I think we are lucky here. That is why you can call me. You know, you have no issues. But there are people who are like, how am I inviting this girl when she has a rap for destroying marriages? It can be tricky.
You're
Wow.
sleeping
Never
with
thought
one
of that.
eye open.
Yeah,
He might
never
say he's
thought of
going to
that.
the toilet, kumbe he's gone to Nene.
Yeah.
No, it's true.
I think
I hadn't thought of that.
I hadn't thought of that ever. I cannot imagine. At
Yeah.
this time, I must hide my man.
make sure it's not there. Especially if you have a philandering man. A man who can't close his eyes for some reason. You know they're
If he's
there.
given, he'll just take.
If he's given his take.
That's why we do not think these mawap stories.
Fine. I don't know. I think even for girls out there, I think that's something to take note of the girls you have around you, because you know I know it's not a problem with us, but at the end of the day, you still have to be very wary of your relationship, protect your space, even from us. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, there's something I might not want. There's an energy maybe I don't know how to bring to my home, or that has nothing to do with you know. So it's okay to protect your space. I think that's the takeaway. And to close the conversation. I memorized this one. Wow. This is Ivy's point. Then me, I paraphrased. Home improvement ni mwanaume. Mwanamke ni mwanamke. Mwanamke mwanaume.
Yeah.
Sorry. Home improvement ni mwanaume.
Yeah.
Mwanamke.
Honey.
Guys, I've had one
Cheers, babes. Cheers. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's my first drink in like 3 weeks. Maybe that's why.
That's
I'm
why.
not even.
Yeah, we're on holiday. We're very happy.
But they useless. Started it. What I mean, Merodi. Sini kwapa. Your DNA does not last for long. Before you know it, you're back into traffic and home improvement ni mwanamke. Please expound.
Yeah. I wonder if there's any lady who's living with a man and the man has woken up in the morning. I think today we'll buy some mirrors for the wall.
Curtains.
I think we need to fix our curtains. I think the rug needs to change. It's not matching with the couches. Nah, if you want your home to look a certain way that you like, imagine ni wewe kama mwanamke. Me, that's what I've seen.
I would like to add on to
Please
that.
add on.
And say, especially,
Passionate about that.
especially, yes, you can have the conversation and you can be in agreement. Babe, we should transform this room. Let's paint it color yellow. Yes, that's a good idea. Will it happen?
Execution.
Will it happen?
Execution ni mwanamke.
Execution. In fact, it should be execution in mwanamke. You guys, I posted my curtains another time kitambo sana. I remember. They were falling. And Jules even told us the door in their house was falling. Yeah. It was falling.
The whole bathroom door.
And you're told it to be fixed. Yeah.
Remember that if you don't fix this thing, you'll buy a whole door.
Like that.
And he bought a whole door.
Execution. Let me tell you, even if he has input and he's there with you, you can use him as a sounding board. But nothing will happen. Nothing will happen.
Oh my goodness. So men who live alone, how do their houses look like?
Let me tell you something. Me personally, the guy I was dating not so long ago, but long ago. This guy was like, every time I come, there's a new painting. Oh, wow. With the fake grass on the balcony. The chair is sinking. He got a fundi to, he was doing the most.
Things were happening.
But, I think it's because he was single. I mean, like, we're not married. You understand? So the pressure is on him to make his home.
So it's because we are there.
Yes, I think I would assume if now I became his woman and like I'm pregnant and whatever, as in, there's no way he's going to go to Furniture Palace and get the fake grass.
Like he's pimping his place not to attract the future women.
Oh yes.
Planning.
No, maybe not even to attract. It's just him.
No, it's because there's no one else to do it.
So
us, because we live with the men know if she really wants to change it.
Exactly. I mean, I would dare even say it's because maybe I was there and I mentioned. I said, "Oh, this chair is sinking." I don't want to say that because I'm sure he wanted to do it anyways. But he was in touch with his house. I mean, I still did a lot. Like, the small things men don't notice. There's a hook missing here. You need to hang your towel here. You need to have an extra serving spoon, not one. An extra, like men. Like sometimes you go into. I would just open those drawers. They have one, like 3 forks. 3 and 2 plates. It's like because it's him and in case there's one guest. Because if they are many, they don't think like that. So those bits I remember feeling like I shouldn't have because I was giving him wifely. No, I need to learn. Me, I got excited and I went to Mr. Price for. I said that and that. All of it.
You even went to an expensive one. What was the next one? No, well, it's more expensive than the super.
Maybe that's something they don't tell. Don't spend your money to improve a man's house that is not your man.
I didn't because I got it for him.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Things they don't tell you. By the time you're spending your money to improve a man's house, you better know what is coming in future.
See, now that's why I said in the beginning, you don't think because me, I thought I knew, babe. Me, I'm telling you when you're falling in love, and a guy is telling you so many sweet things.
Okay,
you're the one I was looking for all this time. That's why I didn't marry her. You're the one I married. So here you are just going to supermarket to buy a face wash, and then you see the duvet. So you think, but I was told yesterday, I'm the one. That's the one. So you just buy the fucking duvet and say baby, and he's like, wow, you're the one.
Yeah. And you see Julia.
I've never gone through that.
And you see how many Julias will he have in his life? How many duvets?
Improving his home.
Improving his home, right? Because I remember my dad used to tell me so many women used to come knock at his door. They're like, hey, then they just wanataka kufua nguo, wanataka kupiga pasi. So I was imagining, can you imagine the kind of shit he got done in his house, but done by women?
Who are doing it in the hopes
and he still married my mother in the end.
Me, I was not doing it in the hopes. I wanted him to tell me how good I am. I wanted him to tell me good job to me. Anyway, we have grown. Okay, you have to go through this experience. So like, but then that was the biggest lesson. I realized I have a lot of relationships and that is ending. That is ending. So if you're seeing this and you think you're going to date me, just know I have to fix it, baby. I have got a whole duvet already in the past. And plate.
And may I please go back for that duvet?
No, baby. Women, we just give. You give because you think you're making your man happy. And the guy is just there.
controlling you like this, like a PS.
So when women say men are trash, we don't think it's just because we are getting onto the Twitter hype. We have experience.
Yeah.
Okay, Wes is here laughing, but anyway,
yeah.
guys, we have come to the end of this episode.
What a nice fun episode.
Things they don't tell you about living with your significant other. If you have anything to add to this conversation, please leave in the comment section. All 4 of us will be there in the banter. Give this video a thumbs up if you've liked. Remember to share with a friend, an ex-boyfriend, a current boyfriend, a sister who is moving in,
A husband
who's moving in with a partner. And as usual, please remember to subscribe over here.
It's free.
Bye.
Over 25, subscribe.